Welcome to Miracle Learning Center. Today we're going to learn how to write chemical formula. First, before writing chemical formulas, we need to know the charge of the elements. For example, those elements in group 1, they will have a charge of +1. Right? Remember, metals, they have 1 valence electron. So they will lose 1 electron to form a charge of +1 for elements in group 1. Those in group 2, they will have a charge of +2, like magnesium and calcium. These are the common elements in group 1, group 2, then we have group 3. Aluminium is the most common. Group 4, we have carbon. Carbon can be +4 or -4. Okay. Then we have group 5. Group 5, they are non-metals. Non-metals, they will gain an electron. Okay. When they gain an electron, group 5, so group 5, they are short of 3 electrons. So non-metals gain electrons, metals lose electrons. So when they're short of 3 electrons, they will gain 3 electrons. N3 minus, P3 minus. And group 6, they're short of 2 electrons. So they will gain 2 electrons. That will be O2 minus and S2 minus. This is sulfide, IDE. We have phosphide, IDE. IDE is just the element alone. Then we have group 7. They are short of 1 electron. So they will gain 1 electron. So you have F minus, Cl minus, Br minus, and I minus. You need to remember these charges to help you to write chemical formula more efficiently. Now, let's take a look at writing a chemical formula. You need to remember it very well at the back of your hands. For example, we have sodium chloride, Na plus and Cl minus. You need 1 sodium and 1 chloride in order to form sodium chloride. You can think of it as you have a positive charge and you have a negative charge. So you just need one of each to form a compound. So the formula of sodium chloride is NaCl. Sodium chloride. Chlorine is when it's an element. Okay, it's like a woman when she gets married, she changes her name, right? Non-metals are like women who change their name, right? So sodium chloride is NaCl. So this is just the working. This is the answer for sodium chloride. How about if you have Mg2 plus and Cl minus? Okay, let me write it on top. Mg2 plus Cl minus. You can think of it as having 2 positive charges. So you will need 2 chloride ions. Okay, so it becomes MgCl2, magnesium chloride. Okay, but if you have to draw this every time, it will be too troublesome. Okay, so how do you write a chemical formula? Okay, so you remember, this is the answer, right? So you remember you always write the positive one in front and the negative one behind. Okay, you need to cross the numbers, bring the 2 down, and bring the 1 down. Okay, 1 is understood, you don't need to write 1. So you still get MgCl2. First, you need to memorize all these charges in order to write the formula effectively and quickly. Let's do a few more examples. For example, we have calcium oxide. Okay, if it's 2 plus 2 minus, you bring it down to the lowest terms. So it's 1 and 1. So what do you think is the formula of calcium oxide? So the formula is, yes, you guessed it right, it is calcium oxide, CaO. This is just the working. 1 and 1, you bring it down to 1 and 1. You don't need to write 1 and 1. Okay, this is just the working. This is the answer. What do you think is the formula for sodium sulfide? Sulfide is just the element. Okay, so sodium is, you have to remember, is Na plus and S2 minus. So you need to bring down the 2. 1 you bring down is still 1. You don't need to write 1. So the formula for sodium sulfide is Na2S. Is the answer. It's just the working. Okay. What others can you think of? You can have aluminium oxide. Remember the charge for aluminium? Aluminium is in group 3. So it's Al3 plus. And we have O2 minus. So you cross the numbers 3 and 2. So the formula for aluminium oxide will be Al2O3. Okay. Start memorizing the one with the single elements first. Later you'll come to those with more than one element together, like your carbonate, nitrate, ATE means it contains oxygen. Okay. Then we have sulfate, hydroxide, and ammonium. If you have problems writing chemical formula, be sure to start off by remembering the charges first. We have a free copy of all the charges together with the other important facts on chemistry and physics. A free copy of most of the things you need to memorize. You can get a free copy from Miracle Learning Center. Thank you for watching the video.